In other political news we want to get to, all associated with the election, if you remember, leading up until to the election, just days before, a very famed Iowa pollster came out and said that Kamala Harris was beating Donald Trump in Iowa. Of course, that didn't turn out to be the case after the election, but a lot of people were talking about that poll in question. Well, now the pollster is retiring. We are talking about this big veteran pollster, Selzer, who put out this big, really a lot of people were talking about it, where they're like, okay, is Kamala having a play at Iowa where it had her up by 4 points? That didn't turn out to be the case, but now we are learning that the veteran pollster Selzer announced that she was done with the election polling and moving on to other ventures after her pre-election poll in Iowa inaccurately showed Vice President Kamala Harris ahead of President-elect Donald Trump in the state he had easily won in 2016 and 2020. Over a year ago, I advised the Register I would not renew when my 2024 contract expired with the latest election poll as I transitioned to other ventures and opportunities, Selzer explained in an op-ed on Sunday in the Des Moines Register. So that is what a lot of people are talking about now, truly here. And some on social media were saying, okay, did this have anything to do with her maybe retiring and then wanting to put out something that was maybe pro-Harris? Well, that she is rebuffing that and saying, no, I had this planned for a while. The Des Moines Register Mediacom Iowa poll published November 2nd found Harris leading Trump 47% to 44%. This was a 7-point shift from Iowa polling in September, which found Trump had a 4-point advantage over Harris. In the previous two elections, Trump handily won the state by a significant margin, defeating Hillary Clinton by 9.4 percentage points in 2016 and Joe Biden by 8.2 percentage points in 2020. The pollster admitted in her November 17th op-ed the results were indeed, quote, shocking, but her findings look good, and her history of accuracy over 30 years of polling may have made the outlier position too comfortable. She says also, polling is a science of estimation, and science has a way of periodically humbling the scientist. So I'm humbled, yet always willing to learn from unexpected findings, she wrote, thanking friends and family who have supported her amid critics questioning her integrity. And also with this comes, of course, a lot of scrutiny, and one of that is President-elect Donald Trump saying on his Truth Social, a totally fake poll that caused great distrust and uncertainty at a very critical time. She knew exactly what she was doing. Thank you to the great people of Iowa for giving me such a record-breaking vote despite possible election fraud by Selzer and the now discredited, quote, newspaper for which she works. An investigation is fully called for there. So that being put out by Donald Trump, President-elect there, going after the news of Selzer retiring, and then also of the news of that poll that came out just days before the election there.